question. What are your thoughts on the WHO's pandemic treaty? If you've never heard of the WHO pandemic treaty, here's a summary. It's the drunk elephant in the room looking to slip you a roofie, take you home, and make you beg for your mama. The WHO is drafting a global treaty to grant itself absolute power over biosecurity. And this absolute power would include the power to implement digital identities, vaccine passports, mandatory vaccinations, travel restrictions, standardized medical care, the power to strip you of some of your most basic rights and freedoms, and a direct attack on your bodily autonomy. Now, there's a dilemma if you were already triggered by Roe v. Wade. Bodily autonomy. Because you can't get your my body, my choice undergarments in a twist if you also argue for mandatory vaccines. That's A-grade Orwellian doublethink. You either have my body, my choice, or you don't. You can't just flip-flop between whichever virtue-signalling train wreck you want to be a casualty in today. If my body, my choice is the bedrock of your principles, then you must also fundamentally oppose mandatory vaccines, and by extension oppose the WHO pandemic treaty. That's just being logically consistent. So there's your opinion sorted for you. You're welcome. The WHO pandemic treaty is also a direct attack on national sovereignty and has been described as a backdoor to global empire, another epically stupid idea. Here's real-world data of why handing absolute power to the World Health Organization is a globalist ass-clown's premature wet dream. Sweden. While many innocent countries were sentenced without a fair trial into lockdown, Sweden stayed open and did much better because of that decision. If the WHO pandemic treaty had been in place, then Sweden would not have had the option of taking a different, healthier, less damaging road. It would have suffered like the rest of us. You can view health as a global issue, but without surrendering absolute power to a political agency that is funded by private corporations that enjoy huge profits from sticking their needles into your body. Did someone say epic conflict of interest? And we're seeing right now how that stakeholder capitalism wealth transfer works at the petrol pumps and on the supermarket shelves. So turn your TV off, sign out of social media, call your MP, ask them about the WHO pandemic treaty and what they're going to do to represent your body and your choice. Stop, breathe, think, remember who you are, and trust your gut. Be 2 minutes conscious.